Ohio State versus Rutgers. Let's talk about, do the Scarlet Knights have a chance to unseat the number 1 ranked Buckeyes? Spoiler, nah, probably not. Nah. But there are things that if you're an Ohio State fan or even a Michigan fan, you are going to be watching for ahead of this game as the Buckeyes look to go to 11-0 and try to get their first perfect season since, well, I'm going to have to look that up. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching Adapt and Respond, thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round. If you're into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and answer the question in the comments below. Do you think that Ohio State can cover the spread against Rutgers? As I was looking earlier before I did this segment, I mean, it's kind of been bet down, if you can believe that, but it very much feels like if you're going to bet on this game and you're going to bet on someone to cover, you might as well go with the Buckeyes, who've been pretty damn good against the spread, right? 31.5, what it is at my bookie right now. I think it's been bet down for 33.5. But it just, yeah. I mean, the way that they've been playing ball, the way that they have looked rushing the football, how efficient they've been with their drives, and how great their defense is. If you're going to do it, right? And you make that wager at my bookie. And if you go to my bookie and you use my promo code, which is RJ Young, all one word, all caps, they will cover your bet up to $500, which means that if you lose on that bet, you can use the bet back bonus token, play again, because you use the promo code. So use the promo code RJ Young, all one word, and let me know how it goes. I'm serious. Like, I like to know whether or not you guys win or lose and what you decide to do. Just hit me in the comments with it, because you know that I'm be about it and I'm about it, right? So I should say I'm a be about the comments, not that other thing. Storylines are really around Ohio State with this one, right? Never mind, Rutgers could get to bowl eligibility with this win, and what a hell of a way to get to bowl eligibility if you can get this win. They're 5-5, and Ohio State's looking to go 11-0. But are there concerns for the Buckeyes ahead of this game? Ahead of Michigan, and what concerns might those be? Yes, there are, right? I would like to see cleaner special teams from Ohio State, but you got that kickoff return for touchdown from Linzo Style. So there's that. It might be that you want to see the run game get a little bit more out of it, right? But then again, kind of sat CJ Donaldson. Are we going to see Carnell Tate play against Rutgers? After having not seen him for the last 2 weeks, I can't imagine if he ain't 100%, you're going to stick him out there. You might not even stick Jeremiah Smith out there. I think they both should play if they're healthy. I believe in playing not just because of pride, but because form matters, fitness matters, game speed matters. You don't want to go into Michigan rusty. I realize that there are a lot of people that would like them to go into Michigan week right now and stop hitting each other so that the next thing you hit wears maize and blue. But I'm not that kind of guy. As a dude who does get on the bike 6 days a week and a guy who does lift 3 days a week, I think that what you're missing here is, frankly, rust. So if you get off to a crappy start with Carnell Tate, Jeremiah Smith not catching passes, everybody's going to be upset about that, including you, right? But in as far as what you can expect statistically, I mean, it's as lopsided as you can make it, man. Like, the series is 10-0, Ohio State versus Rutgers. The average point scored by Ohio State is 51. The average point scored by Rutgers is 11. Ohio State generally puts up 538 yards per game. Rutgers generally puts up 260. Like, it's not close. And to try to make it into a ball game is earning your paycheck, frankly, trying to make this one fun. But you're also thinking about an Ohio State team that, well, doesn't want to lose to Rutgers because there'd be a lot of embarrassing things to go down and losing to Rutgers. Like, Rutgers has lost 42 consecutive games against ranked opponents, which is a wild stat, by the way. Wild stat. Goes all the way back to November 12, 2009 for the last time that Rutgers beat a ranked opponent, and that was South Florida. So it's not really anybody that you think about or care about. The next closest in that consecutive losses to ranked opponent streak is Nebraska with 29, UNLV with 29, New Mexico State with 28. They're seeking their first ever win against the number 1 ranked opponent, and they played one 5 times. They have just beaten a top 5 opponent twice, once 2007. That was also number 2, South Florida. Like, I keep trying to tell people how wild the college football year was in 2007, and people keep trying to say this might be as wild as 2007. No, South Florida has not been ranked number 2. So until that happens, get back with this, man. And more than that, Rutgers has the worst sack differential of any team in the Big Ten, minus 21 in sacks, right? Greg Schiano, former defense coordinator, not so beloved defense coordinator at Ohio State, is also somebody else that they would like to drop 100 on his skull. Like they just feel that. But Schiano also needs one more win to become the first Rutgers head coach to get to 100 victories. I simply just don't think it's going to happen against Ohio State, man. And they've been decent from time. Like Antoine Raymond is a great player, running back, 1,000-yard rushing season, 11 TDs. That's great, right? That's second most in the Big Ten. He is doing yeoman's work for them. KJ Duff is a great receiver, 53 catches, 923 yards. I mean, they got dudes, and I feel like any number of these dudes could hit the transfer portal, make another team better. Just saying. Meanwhile, Ohio State very much controls its destiny to get the Big Ten championship. You beat Rutgers. You're at Michigan. You can't clinch a spot in the Big Ten championship game this week. You can't, even with the things going down with USC and Oregon. But you can get closer. And really, this is about warming up to beat the crap out of Michigan. That's what this game is. Ohio State has been 10-0 to start 4 seasons now, 2022, 2023, 2025. 3 seasons, in 4 years. 10-0 under Ryan Day this year, who's got a great winning percentage. They're looking for their 5th straight 11-plus win season. And they've been ranked number 1 in the AP poll for the last 12 weeks straight, which is about where I've had them too. Really, you're asking, does Julian Sayin need a Heisman moment? Well, yeah, but it's not going to come against Rutgers because it's Rutgers. If you had a Heisman moment against Rutgers, things have gone bad. They've got Texas A&M bad, right? And everybody's trying to make Marcel Reed into a Heisman favorite because of what he did in the second half. Did you not see the part where he tried to throw 6 interceptions in the first? What are we talking about here? Honestly, I don't want a Heisman moment for Rutgers. Have a Heisman moment against Michigan. Have a Heisman moment against Indiana. Have a Heisman moment against a ranked opponent, right? Now, what we want is for the Big Ten championship game to be the thing that decides the Heisman Trophy, and I think it might be. If Fernando Mendoza leads an 11-0 Indiana, Julian Sayin leads an 11-0 Ohio State, that's going to be the winner of that game probably wins the Heisman Trophy. That's how this is going to go for me. Now, again, I'm talking about Rutgers and I'm talking about Ohio State because we do have a large Ohio State audience that will feed on this. But I'm also going to elaborate and go, there's nothing more you can do right now. There just isn't. You're the number 1 team in the country and you're undefeated. The worst thing you can do is come out flat. Because if this is a 1-score ball game in the first half, we might not treat it like we do sometimes when Nick Saban used to go down 14 or was out 14-7 against the Citadel, and then they dropped 42 in the second half. That actually happened at my alma mater when I was on the sideline at TU. I'm not kidding. It was either Oklahoma 14-7 or TU 14-7. But ladies on the sideline were like, hey, we're in this game. We might win. I was like, nah, all Bob's going to do is tell everybody how pissed off he is in the locker room and how much running and exercise they're going to have to do when they get back if they don't go drop 40 in the next half. And that's what happened. They won. I think it's 49-14. That was the final score. That's what I think this game is. It's not disrespect. It's just what it is. Meanwhile, Ryan Day is 80-10 as the head coach at Ohio State, man. Second best record for his first 90 games in Division I era behind Chris Peterson at Boise State, who was 82-8. Rewriting records everywhere this dude goes. And also has a winning percentage that is better than Newt Rockney's through his first 90 games. Like, check this out. Walter Camp had a better winning percentage, and that's why we named the trophy after him. 78-5-3, 92.4%. Ryan Day is at 88.9. Newt Rockney's at 88.1. Frank Lee is at 86.4. And Urban Meyer was at 85.4. Now, Urban also coached 187 wins and just 32 losses. But you get my point here, right? We'll see if the number continues to go up or down. Doesn't usually go up when we're talking about averages, but you get the point there. Also, head coaches to win back-to-back national championships the last 50 years. Barry Switzer, 74-75, the king. Bear Bryant, 78-79. Tom Osborne, 94-95. Pete Carroll, 03-04. Saban, 11-12. Smart, 21-22. Ryan Day can join that list. He's got to win this one, the next one, and the next one, and then the next 3. So it's a long season. It is. It's still a long season, and it still matters. So don't drop this game to Rutgers. Yeah, I don't even want to entertain what's next.